Hello and welcome to this tutorial. I'm Thomas from LUMITRIX, and today I'm going to show you the unboxing and few very basic features of LUMITRIX T2, which is automatic remote controlled projection system for permanent outdoor use. Okay, so let's have a look at it. The unit itself is shipped with this heavy-duty flight case. The important thing about this case is that you can handle it or carry it just in two proper positions. The first position is just like that, and the second one is just like that. The proper bottom side of the case is always shown by this red paint together with graphics and text. Okay, so let's open up the case. What we've got here is a simple toolbox with some accessories. The user guide, 2 spare air filters, waterproof power socket for outdoor use, power adapter for indoor use, and 4 spare rubber supports. Okay, so let's close this and put the projector out of its case. I need to unlock the locks on the side. Grab the lid and pull it out of the case. And here we are. This is LUMITRIX T2 projection system. There are basically just 2 ways how to properly carry this projector. The first is by this leather handle, quite practical because you can walk with it. And the other way is just to grab it by these side handles. Then you can easily put it on the table. Now we've got it on a table and we will do the first switch on. But before we actually switch it on, we need to do a few things. First is remove this leather handle. Then we need to remove this lens cap in order not to burn the projector when the lamp goes on. We can optionally store it here in this air filter handle. And we need to remove this power cord from the air intake hollow where it is stored. It's really important to remove all the power cord from this hollow because it is air intake of the ventilation system. Well, we got the power cord and we need to plug it into proper socket. For indoor use, we can use this adapter. We plug it into this, and with this end, we just plug it into normal local power socket. The last thing before we actually switch the projector on is that we just check if the SIM card is properly inserted. Okay, SIM card is here. The projector is actually not shipped with the SIM card, but we really recommend you to use one. Why? Just because it gives your projector access to the internet. With internet, it gives you a whole bunch of new features. The most important of them is that you can control your projector from comfort of your home or office. Another important reason is you'll get the complete access to remote support of LUMITRIX support team, which is quite useful. See the user guide for all other informations of connection and GSM settings. Okay, let's turn it on. First, we need to switch this main switch to on position. This gives the projector power. Next step is to turn it on by long pressing this white button on the front panel. Now we can see these LEDs here showing us the loading sequence, telling us that the projector is just starting. We're done, the projector is on. What's indicated with these 3 LEDs lighting still. Let me tell you something about these LEDs. This first one on the right just showing us that the projector is online. The rest of LEDs are actually divided in 2 pairs. The pair here in the middle is just showing us the actual functionality of those arrows buttons. We can switch between functions of zoom and focus and pixel shift. And finally, these 2 LEDs on the left side, they're just showing us which mode is this projector in. Let me tell you something about modes. We have 2 modes basically. We have automatic mode and manual mode. Automatic mode is something like standby mode. The projector is on, can be controlled remotely. The lamp is off and just stays off until the time of the first video comes. So in automatic mode, the projector is just waiting for the scheduled videos. The manual mode, on the other hand, is here for us to manually select videos to play, stop them, resume them, and also control other features of this projector. So let's switch to the manual mode. Again, we can see these LEDs here showing us the loading sequence, telling us that we must wait for a while until the lamp is warming up. The lamp is warmed up. We are in manual mode, which is indicated by this LED blinking. If I don't touch the projector for 15 minutes, it will automatically go back to auto mode. I'll turn the projector to the wall. Well, what we're gonna do next is we switch on the grid. The grid is something like a test pattern. It's designed to help you aim the projector, to zoom and focus it, and it also shows us how basic colors and shades of gray actually look like on the projection surface. So let's try out the zoom and focus. As I said before, this LED here indicates that these 4 arrows buttons are now used to set zoom and focus. So I can zoom in, zoom out, I can focus it, and as I mentioned earlier in this tutorial, by pressing this button, I can switch to the mode where these arrow buttons are controlling the pixel shift feature. Okay, once I have the projector zoomed, focused and aimed, I can turn the grid off. And now I can just press the play button to play some video. I can also pause the video, resume playback. I can seek within the video, and I can stop it. By pressing these arrow buttons while the video is stopped, I can choose between videos and play some other. Well, I've just showed you a few basic features of this LUMITRIX T2 projector, all accessible from the front panel. You can do this and a lot more if you just connect your computer, tablet or smartphone to the projector and use the user interface application. This user interface is described more detailed in the next video about user interface. Now let's switch it off and put it back to the case. First, I just long press the white button on the front panel, and the projector is now turning off. We can see these LEDs here showing us the shutdown sequence and telling us that the projector is cooling down the lamp and saving all its data. Once the shutdown sequence is off, we can switch off the main power switch on the side. And then we can just unplug the cord. Now we have to hide this power cord back to the air intake hollow. We must do a little S to ensure that the socket, the plug would be on the top. Well, this is acceptable. Now we must put back the lens cap. And we have to put back also the leather handle. Now we are ready to put it back to the box and take it outside. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I'm Thomas from LUMITRIX and I look forward to see you in the next video.